Well, I was set a challenge by my son. He gave me this and said, Dad, I want you to make me something for my new house, because he's moving into his first house very soon. So I've took the challenge up and I thought, what can I make with this? Well, first thing I need to do is give it a good clean, because it's had lots of sweeties in it and it's all a bit icky inside, and I want to get rid of all these labels. And this is a plastic one. I don't know if you get these where you are, but you can get them online. So I'm up for the challenge, my boy. So first of all, I'm going to give it a good old wash and get it really nice and clean and get rid of all these sticky labels. Then you have to wait and see what I make with it. Well, now that's all clean, what I want to do is cut a circle out of this front here, or, well, it might be the back, roughly in the middle. Now, this is where I am likely to mess it up, because if I don't cut this circle properly, then what it's going to look is just an absolute shambles and mess. All I'm doing is drawing round the actual lid to give me my circle. Then you've got a bit of symmetry there. And now I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to put a really sharp new blade in my knife, and then I'm going to cut this out. Now, I'm not going to try and cut it out in one go, because I think if I do, then all I'm going to do is ruin it. So what I'm going to do is go around like this, do a score, try and get that as neat as possible, and then keep going round in that score until I've cut all the way through. Have you guessed what I'm doing yet? I bet some of you have already. Right, so now I'm going to just keep going over and over that layer until I've cut it out. Well, I've managed to cut that out now, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be, but I did take it very, very slowly to make sure I got as neat a job as I could possibly get. I did two slips, one there and one there, so there are some little scratches there, but actually, I think I'm going to cover them up with something. I've not decided yet. I've decided I'm going to turn this into a terrarium for him and personalize it a little bit, and that's why I cut that hole in. The first thing I'm going to do is put some damp gravel, and this gravel is just a sharp gravel that I'm going to put in the bottom of here, and that will allow for a little bit of drainage, but also it will give it a little bit of weight as well. That's in case he does water it, which I probably doubt very much. And then all I need to do is put this bit of mesh here, and that's just mesh you get for your doors and things like that to stop flies and that coming in. And then add some well-draining soil to the top of that to cover that up. And I want to leave that bit there like that, because I want to put something of a little bit of interest in there. So I've got that little bit of stone there, which I think will look great. That's just a little bit of slate, and it's really pretty colours. That'll sit there, and that'll also help me build up that back a little bit more and stop that from coming out. And I've also got a second bit. Yeah, that will look nice there. So that'll stop that dirt coming out the front, and then that'll also allow me to build this up a little bit more in places. I quite like that already. And now I'm going to put in a jade plant that we grew from a little cutting, and I've done loads of videos on how to grow these and why we grow them. We're growing them this year to give away for Mental Health Awareness Week. And what we're going to do is we've grown probably about 200 of them, and we will give them away to university students who are away from home for the first time, and it gives them something to look after, take care of, and it's been demonstrated that it can help people with their mental health. So that's why we've grown them this year. And as these are really quite drought tolerant, it's not going to matter too much if he doesn't water this only every time I go around and see him. And they will produce themselves some nice little roots in there as well to get themselves going. And this one's a Christmas cactus that, again, we grew from cuttings. And I'm going to pop that in there. And that will grow lovely. I am going to put another bit of slate there, I think. And all I'll do to break that bit off is I've got a larger bit here. I'll take a screwdriver, decide where I want a bit off it. I think I might go in there, and then tap it into a seam. Yep, there's another little bit. Put a bit there. I need one more bit. So I'm going to do another little seam somewhere. Break it off. Oh, look, that's split right across that seam. What a lovely bit of stone. I don't want the end bit, so... Oh yeah, I like that. So it's like a little mini rockery, really, isn't it? Bits are overlaying there. So I want to put one more plant in there. I'm going to put this one in, because I personally really like that. And these might all look like they're in line at the moment, and that's because, well, they are, but they won't be once they start to grow. I'm really liking how that's coming out at the moment. I just got to clean this up a little bit, clean these stones up a little bit. And I got this little sign. I don't know if you saw me making these little signs. I made them over on my other channel. I'll link the video in the description. And I'm going to put this in there because most of these are money plants apart from that one. And obviously I wish him lots of goodwill and money. So I'm actually putting that in there so he knows that it's a money plant. So there's a little sign in there. I don't think I do need to do anything with that round circle there because that's going to let the air in. Oh, I'm really pleased with how that's come out. And now I'm going to write something and put something on this lid because I am going to put the lid back on like that. And I want to put something on that lid and I'll show you that in a second. Oh, it's all finished now. And I think I've succeeded in the challenge. I've made them something for their new house and I think my son will really like it. It says money plant in there. There's a little rockery. Plants we all grew ourselves. And on the side, on the lid, I've put decorate your new home with love, laughter and memories. I think that's really sweet and I think it's lovely and cute. I hope you've enjoyed this project. Nice, simple, quick project. Cost nothing to make. Grew the plants, had the stone, and this was given to me free of charge. Oh, maybe a little bit on the cricket there. But other than that, probably cost me £1, $1.25 to make. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. I think it's a lovely little housewarming gift. Don't forget to boot that like button so you don't miss out on any of my future videos and hit that subscribe button. And I'll link another video where I make a terrarium which tells you about how I grow these plants and they're really easy to grow at the end of this one. So make sure you don't miss out on that as well. Take care. Enjoy your crafting. Bye.